Sorry, you guys.
Alright. I don't know if this will make a difference or not, but maybe we'll open the door. I don't know.
Alright, let me just go.
Yeah, go ahead, Dad. How's it looking, guys? Is that better? Tammy Gonzalez, what's up, Tammy? All right, well, we're hoping that, okay, everyone's saying it's looking good. We're hoping that it stays that way. Michael Drumgool, what's up, dude? We'll be putting your order together and shipping it out tomorrow. All right, so Dad, so for these little, let me see here. For these little scrolls, you can see they're pretty small and delicate. Let's see if we can do that. Yeah, my fat hands. They're really small. So Dad's using the carving liner to try to get these done outset. Are you gonna go? Are you doing those single line outset, Dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Angie, you're not really super duper late. We had to start all over again. You're right on time. Let's see. How's that? Is that better? Oh, so you guys, so the next couple weeks we are way behind on sign carvers of the day. So we're gonna do the sign carvers of the day for the next couple weeks, and then hopefully, let's see, Sunday, 2 weeks from this Sunday, we're gonna have a big project. So Amy is making me make her something. And it's going to be kind of totally different than anything I've done before. So hopefully it works out and I'm going to carve in it. I think it's going to turn out pretty cool. Roy's Timber Art Techniques. What's up, dude? I do hate asking up. It really does help with the algorithm and shoot it out to more people, attract more people, all that stuff. Hit the like button at the top of the video screen, please. You tell them, Shirley. Tell them what's up. You hand carve wood spirits? Oh, nice, dude. Buffering again. What's up, Joe? How's it looking, guys? Is the internet holding up? Not too bad. I promise, guys, we haven't had an issue in quite a while, ever since we got that extension. But for some reason, I think our Starlink is like out of date and we're getting it updated, but it's just taking a little bit longer than expected. Jason Gretkowski. 2 Pennsylvania people here. Nice. I've never been to Pennsylvania. I've gotten better control of my hands, but they shut me down teaching the kids. They shut you down teaching the kids? Why is that? Like in woodshop? What's up, William Wesley? Land of taxes? I thought that was California, man. I just saw a thing. They just pushed forward. It's not like a law yet, but they pushed forward the mileage tax in California. Crazy. What's up, Paul? Thanks, Mike. Hey, Arden. Yeah, being studied. Yeah. Yeah, why'd they shut you down, Joseph? You know, I've never seen that done. That sounds kind of cool. Rigid oak woodworks, black sand, and then probably used like epoxy. I just got a message on excuse me, on TikTok from a lady that she just started. She's following us on TikTok, and she carved a horse and then put turquoise in it with epoxy. It turned out really nice. Oh, thanks, Rich. I'll let her know. She's not here tonight. She's going to get her hair done because her and Aiden are taking off for the weekend for Valentine's Day. Jay Snow. Not a dumb question, definitely not. But how do you deal with seeing the outline when it gets blocked by the bit? So like when you're carving, so let's say the bottom of a letter, right, where the bit is between you and the line. If you can, then you want to just kind of get close and then take a look and then work your way up, and eventually you get a feel for it. Kind of like you know when you first start driving, you're always afraid you're going to hit a curb, but eventually you just kind of get a feel for it most of the time, unless, never mind. But it just takes a little bit of practice to get that feel to know where the line is. No license, and I was inside city limits and too close to a school. In other words, Joseph, they weren't making money off of it, so they shut you down. Freaking crazy. Trying to teach kids woodworking, and they shut you down. Unbelievable. So, Dad, did you ever... Tom, I bet you do, man. Bet your rims are jacked. So, you talked a while back to a guy named Joseph Keller who was like teaching neighborhood kids how to carve and stuff.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he said they shut him down. I asked why. He said, no license, inside city limits, and too close to a school. Trying to volunteer to do something for the community, and they shut him down. Man. Freaking ridiculous.
Sounds like California. Was it California?
That does sound like hell. Yeah, where are you at? If like, don't feel like you got to throw it out there to the internet if you don't want to. But I'm curious where you're at. Amy's probably chopping firewood or something. Woman,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
stacking the wood because it looks like shit.
Stacking firewood. I told you. No, we're like, what's that sound? I swear, you guys, my wife does not know the meaning of relax. Oh, Shirley, that's a good point too. You can always turn the board. Hey, Dad, have you ever carved cypress?
Yeah,
Yeah, how do you like it?
it's okay.
Yeah,
It's all right.
Dad said that it carves okay.
It's, I think you have to be careful because cypress, I believe, is one of those ones that grows in the swamp. So it might have sand and silica in it.
Okay.
So it's kind of tough on the bit.
So Dad said that cypress might be one of those ones that grows in a swamp, so it might have sand and stuff in it, in the actual grain, and it might chew up your bits a little bit. Tom, take it easy, buddy. Yes, it is Ryan behind the camera. Hello.
Is that still running, right?
Yeah, that's still running. Oh, what's up, dude? No problem, buddy. Good luck on your new venture.
You bet.
Alex, that's our buddy Alex that we went to dinner with last night.
Oh,
Yeah, he's moving to California tomorrow to go work for his dad's company.
cool.
Ron, you know, it just depends, like something like this, it depends on how big your carving is, what kind of wood you're carving, what bit you're using, because like the carving liner takes less torque to go through the wood than say like the 3/8 90 degree. So generally, because we have multiple routers, we generally don't go through a full battery on each router if we're using different bits. But I would say just make sure you have 2 batteries. And the 5 amp hour do last quite a bit longer. Thanks, Alex. No, now, so Dad started off with the carving liner, and now he's on to the profile bit. All right, Mike, take it easy, buddy. Yeah, that sounds like government, Joseph. It's crazy. So when I was in California, even in my little town in Escalon, basically I applied for a business license to carve signs out of my garage. And the only reason I applied for a business license was so that I could do the little local fair that was there. Sure, Tom. There you go. And at first they denied me, and she said, well, you're not doing it for commercial purposes. I said, oh, you're not making money off of it. And she didn't agree, but she kind of, and then finally, I got them to agree to let me to do it in my garage, and then it would have to get inspected. I would have had to upgrade, like put a $20,000 filtration system in it and stuff. It's just ridiculous. Good opportunity for them. Along the same line or just outside of it? So that's a good question.
Good question.
Evem 28, Eve M 28. Essentially, you're going in the same line and you're widening that line, but you want to widen it to the outside of the carving. So here, let's see. Yeah, so essentially, when you go in to widen the line, you want to widen it outside the carving. So you don't want to carve the same stuff again. You just want to bring it out wider around the border, around the outside. Does that make sense? Sorry, I just kicked the camera. Craig Maines, thanks, man. It's our pleasure. No problem. Yeah, Rich, now it's the 60. And the 60 is what we do most of our inset with. Steve Garcia, what's up, dude? $100% right, Rod. 100% right. I shouldn't have applied for anything. It's funny, I was talking to Gwenny today while we were working in the laser room, and she's crazy, but I was telling her, I was like, basically the way I look at it, I just want to be left alone. If I want to do a little side business, leave me alone. It's none of your business. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Dan from Kingman. What's up, Dan? Rich, that's actually a really good question. Generally, no. You don't set it for the thinnest part because you can always make it thinner by lifting up. Like, watch when Dad goes to a thin part. So he's got a thick part there, and see how it gets thinner at the top, and he just lifts one edge of the router up. So you want to set it pretty much the depth you want, and then in the thinner areas, you just lift it. Brian Hagan, what's up, dude? From St. Louis, Missouri. What's up, Bo? Right now, what are you at, Dad? About a 1/4 inch, 3/16?
About 3/16. Okay.
About 3/16.
This is a piece of that blue pine, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, this is some of that blue pine. We did a couple short videos on like how we do our glue ups. Essentially, we glue up good sized boards, maybe 12 to 14 inches wide and however long. Then we just cut them to size for whatever boards we want to cut, for whatever size we want to make. Dude, are you serious, Glenn? Yeah, this guy Glenn said he started out like I think making signs in your garage, right?
Who's that?
This guy Glenn, I think he's in Pennsylvania, and he said the township sent him a letter, a cease and desist letter, or it was a $500 a day fine. Freaking crazy. It's like, dude, you pay your taxes, it's your house, they just need to leave you alone. So this is blue pine, Brian, but it's not flooring. This is that blue pine tongue and groove that we glued up. What is the minimum depth? So when you sand it, you won't fade away. So generally, Cindy, excuse me, the rule of thumb, is the deeper the carving, the better it's. Man, I'm sorry, guys. It's burping like crazy. The deeper the carving, the better it's going to look. So we generally try to go about a 1/4 inch deep, depending on what router bit we're using and how thin the lines are. But like this particular one, Dad's at 3/16, maybe a touch over, and it's nice and deep. You're definitely not going to sand that out. Steve, right now we are not doing custom templates and stencils. Hopefully in the future, but right now it's just not an option for us. Yes, Brian, we get this stuff. Well, actually, we get it mainly at Home Depot, but only because that's closer to us. But we have gotten it at Lowe's before. Rich, so I recommend the widest you can get. If you can find 6-inch blue pine, then it gives you a lot more options as far as sizes and things like that. I like a wider board because you can always cut it down. If you get smaller boards, depending on how much they are, it might be cheaper for you to get smaller boards and just glue them up bigger. So it just kind of depends on the price, I would think. Oh, my pleasure, Brian. You guys, I'm trying not to like heavy breathe into the microphone, but I'm just getting over being sick. How can I find the Steamboat Willie stencil? We actually do not have that one, Leonard, but you can go online and get it from like Etsy or something like that. That's when we carve something that we don't have a stencil for. A lot of times we just get images off of Etsy or like vector stock or something like that. 6-inch wood pine I get from Home Depot is nice. Oh, really? The 8-inch is full of wormholes, huh? Wood carver lady. That's Sam. What's up, Sam? Yeah, Dennis. Even just Google like Steamboat Willie clip art, and then do the inkjet transfer process. I've done that. We do that quite a bit. That's a good point, Glenn. In fact, the interview, so last Sunday's video, we did an interview with Chris Harvey. He was in Minnesota, Dad?
Yeah.
He's in Minnesota, and he got a lot of really nice wood off of Facebook Marketplace. Down here, there's a little bit, but we're in the desert, so not a whole lot of sawmills around here. Dad, William Middlecoff wants you to know you missed a spot on the W.
Who said that?
William Middlecoff.
On the W?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He said thank you, but that's not what he was thinking, William. Rich, yes, 100%. The woodpecker bits are much, much better than the Amana. And the Amanas were good bits. But my gosh, man, the woodpecker bits are just crazy. This is the 60-degree bit, Brian.
There we go.
Oh, there you go, Joseph.
The carve's so nice.
Now, just so you know, Joseph, like we always show using a brand new stencil, but all these, you can reuse these hundreds of times as long as you don't break them or lose them. So that's why we do them out of the 1/8-inch birch, because it's pretty stout stuff. William Middlecoff said, there you go, Eric, you got it.
Thank you, William. I would have missed that.
That's what we call backseat carving. Private lumber places, the small ones run some good deals. A 1x10x8 for $6? Of what kind of wood?
Wow. That's a smoking deal if it's any kind of good wood.
Oh, he said it's pine.
Really? All right.
Yeah. Yeah, that 1/8-inch birch is nice. Denise says hi, Dad. Rich Boyce's wife.
Oh, well, hi, Denise. You guys enjoying yourself down in Florida? I was emailing with Rich today.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, he sent me some pictures. Looks like a beautiful place they're at down there. Looks like paradise.
See, Sam, I'm telling you, the new bits, man. Sam's on here.
Oh.
Did you talk to Sam today?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Times.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich said they're enjoying Florida.
I bet they are. It looks. He said it's like in the 70s down there.
Oh, dude.
It looks amazing. All right, here we go.
John, dude, That sounds amazing. Okay, so here's a question, John. Do you in Pennsylvania, is it like tree stand hunting whitetail, or do you spot and stalk, or what's your go-to method over there? Hi, Nancy. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but Gus is going crazy out there.
I normally would put a chamfer on the back of this thing, but this is just faster than adjusting the depth on this.
Yeah. Dude, that sounds like fun, John. Now, John, if I remember right, you made us a couple signs. You made Dad a sign saying, wishing we were fishing or missing our fishing or something. Then you made another one with Yosemite Sam. Is that right? Am I thinking of the right guy? My memory's terrible, dude. I apologize.
These are the ones, John's last name.
I know.
That we went and had lunch with him and his wife up in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. Sam, those sanding blocks, and it sounds so weird because they're just blocks that hold sandpaper, but they're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Arend, John Arend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and his wife Jen.
And they're in Pennsylvania, I think.
Yes, he said that I'm still welcome to go out there and hunt with him. And if we do a video, then that would be our primary reason for going.
That's right.
So we're learning all kinds of tax stuff this year, guys. All kinds of stuff.
Actually, how to write stuff off legally.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to repeat that, but we're getting it down. Wallflower? Hi. Martha Stukes. And I know that name, Stukes. It's funny because there's another guy named Stocks, and I always get you guys mixed up when I'm working up orders. Just ordered some of those sanding blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
dude, you're going to freaking love them. You really are.
Yeah.
It's, like I said, it's weird that you could improve a sanding block, but they found a way. Big deer in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Lots of roadkill on drive to Florida. Dude, Florida, you see those armadillos. I've never seen a live one, but they're always dead on the side of the road. They're cute little buggers. That's right, Angie. Todd, we are using, this is the blue pine. Yeah, Brian, if you're using the blue pine, and it's not as important with blue pine, just because it does have that blue streak through it, so you don't see it as much, but you still want to, seal it up before you spray it, because that stuff will bleed. Rich, oh, I did that. Dad, you got that sanding block?
Yeah. I don't know where the sanding board is, though.
Oh, it's up here. Amy put it up here. So the name on the sanding block is the Grit Grip. And like I said, this is the big one. We like the smaller one a little bit better.
I got a small one in there, too. I found it.
Oh, you did? Was it in the shop?
It was.
Okay. Because especially me, I have little baby hands. But man, these things are awesome.
But that worked good on a project that I was doing the other day because it was bigger.
Yeah, that box. But these are just press fit, and they're double-sided, and man, it's good sandpaper too. But these things, they're just freaking great. Did you lose it again? In the basket? No? Oh, let's see.
No, here it is.
You got it?
Flew to the
Oh.
bottom of the drill.
Okay, and here's the smaller one. Yeah.
We'll be
So-
standing in just a second, guys.
Okay, so it's gritgrip.com. And it just, dude, like I said, it fits in the hand great. It's freaking awesome. Both of them are. All right. Oh, Guy Fagerman just got a deer with his car, dude. How's your car? Rigid Oak Woodworks. To be honest, I'm not sure, man. Rich Boyce, yes. You can buy it as a set. And if you do, I would go with this one. It's the combo pack. And we have like 3 of these boxes. We haven't even gone through a whole one yet. And we've been using these things pretty solid for about a month now. In fact, the big one I use because I puttied up the bedroom, and I use the big one to sand the whole bedroom. And freaking, even going over the nails that I didn't hit in far enough, dude, this thing is tough. Oh, dude. That sucks, guy. Did you keep the deer? That looks good, Dad. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. It's nice and balanced.
Oh, okay. Sounds like your battery's dying.
Yeah, it's almost dead. You want to go grab
Yeah,
it?
I'll get you one.
I think
There you go.
maybe time for us to get some new Milwaukee batteries.
Yes,
That thing had 4 bars when I put it on.
some of those are pretty old.
Pretty old.
No, he just used the profile for around the outside of the leaves. Right, Dad? You use on the leaves right there. You use the carving liner and the profile, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Johnny Gutierrez from Puerto Rico. What's up, Johnny? Sweep the leg, Johnny. Sorry, I had to.
All right, let's try that green pen. See how that thing works.
All right, so we'll zoom in a little bit. Harold Jones, what's up, Harold? All right, let's see how this looks.
Oh, that's nice green.
Man, that is bright.
Yeah, they're a lot like those other pens we were using, but the colors are more vibrant, I think.
You think they're better?
I think they are. They go on about the same, I think, as far as the way they apply, because it's the same bullet tip. But I think the other colors are just really pastel, and I think these are a lot brighter.
Yeah, because that's the one thing we didn't like about those other ones is like even the red was more of like a pastel red.
Yeah.
Rich, these are the Sharpie. RJ Armistad recommended them to us, and that guy does tons of color, and his color always looks really nice. And the actual Sharpies, regular felt pens, they're okay, they work, but they don't hold up very good outside. And
I'm not sure how these will either, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
I don't
I
know.
might have to ask Jonathan about that to see what he says. Yeah, that looks nice.
That does look nice. Oh, do you have clear?
Yeah. Yes, over here on the shelf.
Okay. So, guys, Amy has spent the last 2 days cleaning up the shop, or the studio and the back patio. And it's freaking amazing. And she's still working. She just walked by with 2 shovels in her hand. I swear.
Yeah, she's hanging them on the wall.
Yep. Let's see. You said, do you have all the pens in the drawer, Dad?
I do, yeah.
Can I see one of them?
Yeah, they're right over there. Go ahead. They're right there in the corner.
So they're these ones here, Rich. Let's see.
Sorry it's taking so long, guys. A lot of little leaves.
Sorry, let's see. I think that's right. Yeah, they're the Sharpie Creative Markers.
So I think they're acrylic, but that I couldn't tell. You probably could read the package and know whether they're acrylic. My assumption is that they are.
On light and dark surfaces. Colors layer without blending. Water resistant. It says they're fade resistant.
Yeah, and it says that there are no bleed.
Yeah.
What they say.
It doesn't say acrylic. Huh. I don't know. Dude, that does look really nice.
And I don't know, it might be, I'm used to using Sharpies underneath the clear. It might be that these would work better on top of clear. I'll have to ask Jonathan, and see what he says.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we got these off of Amazon. Actually, it's a pack of 12 of them for, I think it was like $10, wasn't it, Dad?
I can't remember.
But it was pretty cheap. I think they're good for outside, Glenn, but we haven't really put them to the test. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put a coat on a sign and leave it outside for a month and see how it does. But we'll talk to RJ too. The Vineyard Farmhouse, what's up, man? I'll let her know, Rich. Susan, actually, these ones, let's see, how come your pen inks don't bleed into each other? For mine bleed when used on wood. So if you're using standard Sharpies, standard felt pens, then they are going to bleed on each other. Now, we haven't tried these particular ones, like bringing 2 colors up to each other. We haven't tried that yet, but it says that they don't bleed onto each other. So,
but remember, when we're coloring, I like to color outset pieces so there's no place for it to bleed.
oh, that's true. Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
if you look at where Dad's coloring right now,
there's no place for it to bleed because it goes right to the edge.
yeah, it goes to the edge of the carving. So that carving is going to stop any bleeding, kind of like a trench in a forest fire, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, that's how they fight forest fires. They go
so.
they go build trenches so it doesn't jump.
Yeah.
See? Look at me. Knowledge. Oh, dude, that looks good. I like those pens.
Yeah, I like that green.
Yeah, I do too.
Let's see what it looks like with clear on it. Yeah, see, that looks better. We were talking about just doing 2 corners, but that looks better having all 4.
Yeah, I think so.
This gives it balance. Very nice. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that looks really good. Cindy, actually, we're going to do a video on how we hang our signs. Normally, we just use S-hooks and screw eyes, and we just give people that stuff. But there's also, bless you,
There's
French cleats.
French cleats like this. You know, that's just on there with a French cleat.
Yeah.
This is just a piece of 3/4 MDF that we cut at a 45, and that's got the receiving 45. So that works out really well.
Yeah.
Especially if you need to remove them and stuff.
John said, Eric, you could still carve with your eyes closed.
Most of the time I do.
Yeah.
Just one at a time, though. I leave one open and close the other one. Then I switch.
All right. There you go.
Thank you, John. All right, guys, there it is. So that is the new pins. I kind of like them. We're going to be playing around more and maybe do some more demos and stuff with them. Yeah, we do have some interesting projects coming up. So stay tuned. And if you guys have any questions, you can email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com. And again, all of our supplies, router bits, bases, all that stuff is over at the website, makeawoodsign.com. We so appreciate you guys watching and all of the support. Again, we don't really have sponsors. We do everything we do here. We throw out videos, and the way we are able to eat is you guys go to the website and buy something once in a while. So we'd appreciate it if you go take a look. And again, email me if I can answer any questions for you, eric@makeawoodsign.com. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day to all you sweethearts out there. And we'll see you on the next